Coordination means joining two sentences together to make a compound sentence. Faulty coordination is a mistake in making a compound sentence. And there are many ways this can happen. One common way has to do with logic, another with missing commas, and another with using a comma when it isn't needed. Faulty coordination can be caused by an error in logic. When you make a compound sentence, you're joining two sentences together into one, so they have to have a logical connection and fit together. For example, she updated her internet dating profile and pizza is her favorite food. The two parts of this sentence don't make sense together. The writer should think about what she wants to say and revise the sentence. And there are different ways this could be done. One approach would be to delete the second part of the sentence. Another would be to revise the sentence so it makes sense. For example, she updated her internet dating profile and she added pizza as her favorite food. An error in logic could also be caused by choosing a coordinating conjunction that doesn't make sense in the situation. A coordinating conjunction is a joining word like and, but, or so. Here's an example. Sharon received a promotion, but she bought some new clothes. The joining word but doesn't make sense in this sentence. It isn't logical. The promotion is obviously the reason she bought the clothes, and so would be the best choice for a joining word. Faulty coordination can involve a missing comma. When you make a compound sentence with a comma and a conjunction, don't forget the comma. For example, we enjoy watching old television mysteries, and Columbo is one of our favorites. This is faulty coordination because of the missing comma before and. It is okay to leave the comma out if the sentence is very, very short, but no more than 3 or 4 words in each part. Another way to make a compound sentence is with a semicolon, and sometimes this includes words such as however, frequently, consequently, or therefore. These aren't joining words, but they do show a close relationship between the sentences. For example, I bought a new Apple Watch. However, it is too small for my big fingers to operate. It's fine to make this compound sentence with a semicolon, but if you use a word like however, it should be followed by a comma. Finally, faulty coordination can also involve a comma that isn't needed. And this is probably one of the most common mistakes for writers who are just starting to think about compound sentences. A compound sentence is made from 2 independent clauses, so there's a subject and a verb in each part. For example, Mrs. Andrews went to Teachers College in the 1960s, and she taught elementary school for 40 years. You can see that this is 2 complete sentences joined by a comma and. It's a compound. But what if there isn't a subject in each part? What if we didn't have she in the second part of the sentence? So the sentence said, Mrs. Andrews went to Teachers College in the 1960s and taught elementary school for 40 years. Now this isn't a compound sentence because there isn't a subject in both parts. It isn't 2 sentences joined together. Instead, it's a list of things Mrs. Andrews did. She went and she taught. A comma isn't needed. So you need to be able to tell the difference between a sentence that is a compound sentence and one that isn't.